To study past tense in detail. In the previous video, I had talked about present tense and its uses. Now today we are going to talk about past tense. Past tense means we will talk about your action in the past. Okay? As already told, they also have the four subparts: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Simple past means that at that time you did that work. Okay? Past continuous means at that time your work was in progress. You were doing that work. Past perfect means at that particular point of time you had completed that work. You can see the sentence also the way I am using it. And in past perfect continuous, at that particular time your some work was complete and some work was in progress. That's why perfect continuous, because some of the work you already completed and some work is in progress. Now let's talk about these sentences in detail. Simple past means this is the only tense where we use the second form of the verb. I already discussed about the verb second or the past form of the verb. This is the only tense, that too in the assertive or simple sentences or the sentences with the full stop. Okay, how? I'll let you know. Past continuous, your verb will be having ing form. Remember, ing is put only in the first form of the verb, like writing, playing, dancing, listening, and so on. Past perfect, earlier also I told you, in the perfect we use the third form of the verb or the past participle. Okay, the third form of the verb will be coming over here. Past perfect continuous, I already told you in perfect continuous what do? You take the helping verb from the perfect and continuous. So, ing form from continuous. So, I had been doing some work of mine at that particular time. So, my work, some of the work was complete and some of the work was in progress. Now, let's study the structure. I, pronoun I've taken I over here because earlier also I told you in present tense I is a special case. We use it in the plural form in present tense. Okay. But in past tense we take it in the singular form. So, I studied. I already told you this is the only tense where we use the second form of the verb. So, our sentence structure becomes subject plus verb in the second form. Now, past continuous, I was studying. Now, there are two helping verbs, was or were. So, structure becomes subject plus was or were plus ing. Now, I told you in the video of the present tense that same rule is applying over here. In was there are three letters. Okay, W-A-S. In were there are four letters. So same formula, nothing to worry. This will be used for singular subject when we are talking about one person, and were when we will be talking about more than one person, like I was studying but we were studying. Okay. In past perfect, there is no problem as such because there is only one helping verb, had. So, I had studied, because study, third form is also studied. So, I had studied or we had studied and so on. So, structure becomes subjects plus had plus verb in the third form. In past perfect continuous, I told you helping verb from perfect. So, I had. Now, since your work was complete at that time, so I had been studying and some work was in progress. So, I had been studying. This is the case with the simple sentences. Nothing to worry. I think so. This must be clear. Now, in the interrogative, what are the interrogative? A question, a sentence with a question. So, here you see that there is no helping verb over here. So, we have only one helping verb over here, did. Helping verb is did. But, the moment you use did, your second form of the verb is used in the first form. As you can see, I study and a question mark over here. Okay. So, did you have used, because many times it has been witnessed, girls or the students, they write I did not went, which is in competition also you do have such sentences. So what is the mistake over here? This, and how can you just justify? Because you have used did over here. So verb will be used in the first form. So did I study? For the negative, just insert not after the helping verb. I did not study. Okay. Now in continuous, you already have the helping verb. To make it a question, you bring forth your helping verb before the subject. Was I studying? And put a question mark. I was not studying. Just not, put insert not after the helping verb. Okay, and a full stop. Here past perfect, again we have the helping verb. I had studied. So what is the helping verb over here? Had. So just bring forth your helping verb before the subject. So had I studied. Here the verb will be in the third form only. Okay. And for negative, I had not studied. Full stop. In the past perfect continuous, you have helping verb had. Okay. Bring forth again here. Had I been studying? Question mark. I had not been studying. Please note, you will put not after the helping verb had. Okay. So you will have not between had and been. So your sentence, the correct sentence will be I had not been studying. I hope this is clear. Now I am going to write two sentences. You have to answer which one is correct. Suppose I write, the tailor cuts the cloth. The tailor cut the cloth. Now which one is correct? No. Oh, no. Both, according to me, both are correct. Now how I will justify? Now this is in the present tense. That's why this has with s with cuts. But this is in the past tense. I told you there are some verbs which change like this. Cut first form, cut second form, cut third form. So this is also correct because this cut has been used in the simple past tense. Now one more thing I am going to tell you. The combination of simple past and past perfect. Simple past means here and this past perfect. That means there are two actions. I will be writing the sentence over here. When I reached the station, the train had left. Now you can see that two verbs. One which is used in the second form, that is the simple past, and another which has been used in the third form, or it is the perfect. Now if you have the combination of two tenses, that is simple past and past perfect, the action which is in the past perfect takes earlier than the action which is in the past tense. So what is the meaning over here? When I reached the station, the train had left. That means I was not able to catch the train. Such example like when the doctor reached, the patient had died. So the patient did not get the treatment because he had already died before the doctor could arrive. So such combination you will always find. So remember, the tense which is in the past perfect, that action takes a bit earlier in comparison to the action which is in the simple past tense. Now this is all for the past tense. If you have any query or any problem, do comment so that I can cover it in the next video. In the next session, we are going to deal with future tense.